everybody. How's everybody doing? Good evening. For Toni. Toni will be joining us in just a few minutes. So there you go, Toni. If you're here, please let us know you're here so that we know you're here. I got me some decaf green tea, and it is so, so good. So grab your coffee or your tea. If you're here, please let. Oh, hey, Toni. Toni's here already. Great. Hey,
Hi.
Toni.
I can see myself.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Has it been cold there?
I think I have to turn this off, right?
You probably have to turn off YouTube if you've got YouTube running.
Do what?
Do you have YouTube running?
Yes.
Yeah, turn that. Yeah, go out of it. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Okay, no more feedback.
So, has it been cold there?
Chilly. I mean, for us, it's Texas, so if it's below 60, we're cold.
That's me. It's been 40 all day, and I've been freezing. I cannot get warm. My glasses I can't see out of.
Will I be able to see the chat?
Pardon?
Will I be able to see the chat?
If you just to the side of your screen, it should say comments.
Okay.
Or private chat. You want to click on the comments.
I got it.
You see them now?
I'm getting smarter by the minute. Wrong side of the earphones. There we go.
Hello, Lisa D. Hello, Catherine. They just finished up my silent stream with me.
I was on there until I had to drive home.
Right. That's great. But, you can still be on there. You just don't have to comment,
Right. I was on my laptop at work, so I had to bring it.
Oh, yeah. You have to turn that off. You can't take that with you. That is the truth. So we have Toni Damain today. Is it Damain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We have her with us tonight. If you have any questions, then please start dropping them so that we will know that, so we can ask her.
Lisa, are you doing the egg fast too?
I did, but I did not video it, so I don't think I'm going to be part of it.
Oh, okay.
But I am doing it, and that's why I'm having green tea. I was going to have a cup of coffee, or I was going to make me some hot chocolate, but I'm still doing it. But I didn't video yesterday, and I haven't videoed today. It's been crazy, so I guess I'm out.
Well, mine's uploaded. I just haven't published it yet because the list of collab people is a mile long. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Thank you. You too. I've been seeing you. Keep competing with you on the live chats.
Oh.
Try and get them points.
Oh, that's great. And then I dropped a new one today, a new giveaway.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes. So how are you doing on your egg fast?
I'm doing well. Stomach has been kind of whether it likes it, but I'm not hungry at all. Like today, I had to force myself to eat lunch.
Right. Yeah. Is this your first time doing one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think I've been doing a little too much taste testing during recipe development.
Yeah.
So the stall's kind of been here for a while.
Yeah.
So you got to watch that,
Yeah. I know that's my problem. I'll do that, and then I don't want to eat it when I make it. So I don't eat. I usually don't eat a meal because I've taste tested a few things, So don't have fun for like 45 seconds. I need to get my coffee. Okay, Lisa, we won't have fun for 45 seconds.
We'll calm down.
I do like to do the egg fast, though.
Do you? What kind of results did you get when you've done it before?
I lost 8 pounds one time. I lost 6 pounds one time. And then this one, of course,
You do 3 or 5?
I'm doing the 3.
Oh, okay.
Because by 3, I'm really glad to be, that it's the last day. Yeah. So I don't want to push it to 5,
I'm doing the I Breathe, I'm Hungry, her 7-day plan, but the last 2 days is not eggs. It's kind of to taper back off of eggs. So
okay.
It's supposed to be less of a chance to gain the weight back.
Yeah, I haven't gained the weight back.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I don't go back to eating regular either. I go back to my low carb lifestyle. So, but I've had real good luck with it. And at one point, I had I had lost 100 and 10 pounds, and then I gained. Then I lost down to 105. Then I went back to 110 pounds. I lost. So that 5 pounds I was kind of fooling with, and the egg fast was good to get that down.
Yeah,
and get that off because I'd been going back and forth. Okay, Lisa, let's have fun. Okay, let the fun begin.
Welcome back, Lisa.
Yes, we'll start having fun, Lisa.
Yeah, definitely the bulletproof coffee in the morning. I have to be sure that I don't let it get cold because, that's an oily situation.
Yeah.
Trying to finish it.
I don't do the MCT oil because to me that's too expensive, but I do I put the butter in my coffee, and I missed a whole week. I don't want to miss anymore. And we don't want you to miss anymore.
I think you said yesterday you're about to send somebody out looking for her, right?
Yes, her husband was off for 9 days so I kind of figured she wouldn't be around. Yeah.
I can't afford my husband to be off. He spends money when he's off work.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's not the pay.
What line of work are you in?
I manage apartments.
Okay, so apartment manager.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've done a lot of things in the industry, but I tend to stay in that industry. I've been, from corporate down to leasing, just all the things. Ooh, my phone just turned on. Sorry.
Do you get a free apartment or?
No, we built a house. So
okay. So
I got about an hour drive. I drive north into Houston and my husband drives south. We both have equal drive, so we live in the middle.
Oh my goodness, that's something.
So we just kind of decided my career is best up in town and his is better back where we're from. So we just divided the drive. Yeah,
Lisa said he's worked so much. I've barely seen him. It was so nice to have him all to myself. That's great, Lisa. But I know she missed him today. I bet she really missed him. I've got my hoodie on because it's been so cold here. 40 degrees here is cold for us.
No, for real. It'd be cold anywhere at 40 degrees. Well, I guess maybe if we're in Michigan or something like that, we might not.
Right. Yeah. When you're where I came from, but I've been here so long, my blood's gotten thinned out.
Well, I'm from Seattle, so this was a climate change for me, but my hair looks much better up there, but it's cold, rainy.
Yeah, it's I've never been to Washington.
It's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. Yeah.
How long have you lived in Texas?
Since 97.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about 20-something.
The industry brought me here, so I stayed because I wanted my daughter to grow up with that group of friends, go to high school, do the things. Yeah, and she's 32 now, so.
Wow. Yes, and I told him to get home pronto, LOL.
Yeah.
And the first day back, it's probably all back. He's probably backed up.
Oh, wow. It doesn't vacation. You kind of need a vacation from your vacation and when you get back to work.
Right. Hey, Easy Keto. Good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Hope everyone's staying warm tonight. It's chilly here.
Yes. If you've got any questions for Toni, please drop them. Hey, Mommy's Budget.
Hi.
Good to see you on here. If you have any questions for Toni, please drop them in the comment section so we can ask her. You know me, though, I do have a list. Yeah, he said pretty much that today. Yeah.
I know when I get back vacation, it's like a week of double work. It's not even.
Yeah.
If anybody watches my channel, if they're a subscriber to my channel, I can say that word, right? Are my meal prep videos
you can say
too long?
You can't type
tell me,
it.
Are they too long? I got it. Are my meal prep videos too long? Because I feel like they're too long.
Okay. I got to get on your channel and binge watch. I have been trying to get caught up too on some of these, but I do like your channel, and I know I have been a subscriber for a long time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
I have.
Life Adventures in Keto sent me over to your channel.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
already subscribed, but I don't think I had the bell on because I started seeing all your lives, and I'm like, I guess I didn't have the bell on.
I know it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've been a subscriber but I'm an organic subscriber. I do it because I want to, not because I want it in return. If you like my content, then I want you to be a part of it, but I don't want people to feel obligated that if I do, like some people say, well, I friended you, please go friend me. First of all, I know the process. I don't need to be told. And second of all, I will do it if I like your content. And if I don't, then I wouldn't be any help to you anyways.
Yeah, I have a hard time with the whole, like you're supposed to say all the things at the front and the back of your video, and I'm like,
You're supposed to say what?
You like subscribe and like and the bell and do all the
Yeah,
things.
now that I do I do say that at the beginning. And a lot of people use intros, and I thought, well, I'm just going to keep doing my intro, which is me.
Yeah, I have a little intro, like some slides of food and that kind of thing, but I'm not perfected the whole scripting thing where you say the same thing every time. Mine's just kind of winged, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I
don't know how to edit nothing. I don't edit nothing.
And that's what I was saying yesterday, because I do these like horrendously long, because I meal prep for the whole week on Sunday. I'll have like a 3-hour video, and I want to get it less than 20, maybe, something around there that people actually watch. So I'm trying to learn to edit better, so like I'm not like stopping it in the middle of a sentence.
Checked in your back office to see how long?
Yeah, and the analytics. Yeah, I was looking at it, and it's what gets me is like 55% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. It's shocking. I think we're losing you a little bit there, Lisa.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least I do a full day of Sunday. It is a lot, but it makes my work week so much better.
The first thing my manager said to me, unlimited overtime. So much for the vacation, right? Yeah. So have you looked at your back office to see how long people watch your videos?
I'm getting like 10, 12 minutes on average, which means there's a lot of people watching to the end, but there's also a lot not subscribed, like a big percentage, like 55.
Is there? Yeah, that happened to me. But then when I started doing giveaways, they will do the subscribing. Yeah, I had that, like 90% weren't subscribed. I had so many people watching. But as I started doing the giveaways, that was part of the criteria. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have some free Green Chef boxes. I'm going to do a giveaway here pretty soon.
So now my numbers have gone way up to like 70 or 80%.
Oh, that's good. That's much better absorption. I have to try to work on that. Hi, how to housewife.
There seems to be I'm seeing some lag on her side, so
Uh-oh.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know. My internet isn't that great. So Lisa said how to housewife. She said about 70% are not subscribed. Yeah, that will happen almost at 200. So hopefully something helps sway them in my future videos. Yeah, Toni's not lagging. Okay, she's lagging on my side. I thought maybe it might be my internet, but Lisa, is this better?
Yeah, it's better over at least where I can see.
Okay, good. All righty. So what's the average that somebody watches your video?
Like 10 to 12 minutes if it's like a 25-minute video. But
so that's what you want to go by. If they're not watching your 25, then you want to keep them around 10 to 15 minutes. That's what I do, is I keep track of what that is, and I try to keep them around that.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to keep them, you know.
Right. Well, I had a previous channel, so just a spoiler alert, that the video I was about to go up to this evening, I took some clips of my pre-keto Toni videos. Oh my gosh.
So what was your channel before?
I was previously married, so it was Toni Segovia, but I renamed it Toni Damain. And I think that's why I'm having trouble with this channel getting renamed to Toni Talks Keto, because that's my Facebook group. That's my name that I wear on my t-shirts and all that. So I'm having some issues getting that swapped over, and I don't know if it's having some conflict with that old channel.
Huh. But, yeah. Is that channel still up and running?
Yeah, there's a whole 141 subscribers still over there, but I haven't published to it since February of 2017. And so,
wow.
But 2 of my videos have over 11,000 views over there. So I took some snips of those 2 videos and put them at the end. And I was like, pre 71 pounds ago, Toni cooking, not keto food.
Because when I pull you up, when I try to go to you, it comes up as Toni Damain Keto.
Right. That one will pull up this channel. But if you just do Toni Damain by itself, you'll see the other channel there. Okay. I have shorter hair, little rounder face.
It won't. Yeah, I got to usually type it in.
Yeah,
it's Toni Damain Keto.
That'll get you here. But if you take the keto off, you'll be able to see just a few choices down in the list, the other one.
Okay, gotcha.
Different hair, shorter hair. Yeah. When I watched those, I'm like, it was on my phone. I didn't know to turn it sideways. So it's like that black screen on both sides.
I hate when people first start and they do that. You can't hardly see it, especially on a cell phone.
And
you're about this big, you know.
I lived in an apartment, and my laundry room was literally in the background of every video. Like, you could see my washer and all my laundry soap and stuff. And I was like, I see people's videos and thank you, Easy Keto. Thank you so much. Sometimes I forget to look in the background, which I'll never do again. Cause somebody literally got really defensive about the fact I still had a tag on my trash can. The sticker was on there, and I'm like, we're over here cooking. Why are you looking at my trash can over there? Like, what is that about? But now I'm real conscious of my background. And then I look at those videos and go, oh yeah, there's a bra hanging up there drying. That's great. You know?
Yeah, I don't really look at the backgrounds when people are cooking or any kind of video. I don't look at that much.
It never would have dawned on me to even think about it. But now that that kind of came to the forefront, then I'm like going, okay, like what's behind me? What cabinet door is open? Like, you know, this kind of never.
Right. Yeah. Now that I am worried. And then when I have to open the cabinet because I forgot a measuring cup or something, I'm afraid they're going to see what's in there. I tell them all the time, you don't want to see what's in there.
Yeah, I did.
Because I think I've got it all out. And then surely enough, I forget something.
Where I put my camera, like I have the humongous kitchen. If you've seen my videos, I have this humongous kitchen and I film in this little tiny corner. Why? I have absolutely no clue. It's my comfort zone. That's where I'm there. I'm just there. But I'll open the spice cabinet and it'll go halfway across the camera. I'm like, whoo, sorry guys.
So Lisa said the one with the different glasses and longer hair is the correct channel.
Yes. This one with the ponytail.
Okay. So, hey Christy, how are you? To be honest, you do.
What? To look in the background?
Oh, you do? Okay. You probably see a lot of them things in my house that I guess I better be more attentive.
I had no idea. Like that trash can I bought 3 years ago when we built the house. The sticker's literally been on it the whole time I've been on YouTube. And it was just like the last couple months ago, someone said,
so the life. Christy, have you seen anything in my background that I need to, that I need to be concerned about?
Hey, okay, Keto.
Okay, so she dropped your link down there, and at the end of this video, when we drop this, I will put a card at the top. There'll be a circle, and you can just click on that. Some people are a hot mess, LOL. Yeah, I do agree with that, but I hope I haven't been. Yes, Christy's house is gorgeous. It's like it should be. Um, yeah, anything just Coke bottles on the counter sometimes. Yeah. Okay, good. Just Coke bottles on the counter. Yeah, I have those that because they have my name on them. They've got Lisa on one of the Coke bottles and Martin on the other one. So that's
Aw.
why I've got the Coke bottles. And then sometimes I show what I'm going to drink too, not just what I'm going to eat. So,
I feel the need to cook on every video, and I don't know why I do that. I need to do
that
more.
you do what?
I feel the need like I'm supposed to cook on every single video. Like, don't just vlog or talk about things.
Right.
Just I have to make something, which I think I need to get away from that a little bit. It's too much. I mean, you can never get up a quick video because takes 2 times as long to cook anything when you're trying to film everything, and so I need to learn better. I got some things to say besides food.
And you can't cook on every single one of them. I mean,
I've
can't.
been, and it's been a hot mess. That's exactly why my video is late today, because I'm, that and 85 tags.
Well, and like one lady was telling us one night to keep 5 or 6 in your to have them ready to go all the time. So
now that's where I want to be when I grow up.
You will. And I do keep some. I didn't cook today, but I got some things that I need to cook tomorrow and then do some video. I like to do 3 or 4 at a time, and then I probably, I put them down there as private. And then
if I was really smart, I would probably not film like my meal. Maybe if I don't film my meal prep in one whole video and make each recipe separate, it might work.
Yeah, that's what you do. Yeah, because people, and I get too much work to cook.
It's a lot, but I do like prep the whole week just because we're so busy. He leaves at 5:30.
Yeah, you do. I did it when I started my channel in May. 60 hours a week.
Oh wow, I've had one of those jobs before.
I did, but I'm a.
Oh, you homesick? I was trying to read comments.
She's on her own internet, so I may go in and out.
Well, I told everyone in my house.
Is Lisa the only one lagging for me, or
I think Catherine
having that issue?
Hi, Juanita. How are you?
Yes, Juanita is our organic. She doesn't. Yeah, so it must be my internet, Lisa. If it's just me. Motion and her words come out before her mouth moves. Oh, that's funny.
It's like one of those Chinese films, like you're. Uh-oh.
And if I cut out, just go ahead without me.
You come back. It just takes a minute.
Yeah. It's just that's the reason I haven't been doing them at night as much, but it's not as good at night. It's just your side, Lisa. Okay. But if I cut out, just keep going on without me. Anybody got any questions for Toni while we're here? Nobody has dropped any questions.
Is anybody going to KetoCon?
Yeah, maybe you could have some questions.
Right? I will make conversation. I don't think I've ever met a stranger.
Right. No, me neither. Me neither.
I'll talk to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
I have been doing keto. They asked how long I've been doing keto. I've been doing keto since July of 2018. Yes. So a little.
Okay, and I started in
about a year
August
and a half.
of 20. I started in August of 2018.
Okay, so we're not far apart, but I do have autoimmune thyroid, so that kind of wonkiness kind of gets things crazy, but I have to just keep on top of
Yeah.
that.
Right.
It kind of slows it down, but
just keep going.
I feel happy and healthy, so I think that's what matters. Yeah.
Yes,
inching along.
Yes.
I just need
okay,
to
and
forget how
then
to cook.
Juanita's July, yes.
How much have you lost, Juanita? I think this is the longest I've ever sat on this formal sofa. It's probably getting somebody sitting on it.
Behind.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. 150 pounds. That's
so
awesome.
she's lost 150 pounds. Yeah, when did you start your?
When did I start my channel?
Yes.
This channel's been up since, well, I started it in 2017, but I didn't post anything to it really at the end of 2017. And then I started really posting when I went keto. So that's when I really started to be a lot more active on the channel. So about a year and a half. But I mean, there's been times when just life is so busy that I didn't concentrate a lot on the channel. But since I went to KetoCon last year, that's when I really started focusing a lot more on my channel. So really trying to build it up. When I hit 500, I about went crazy. So I'm just short of 600 right now.
You'll be there. You'll get to 1K pretty quick.
Those watch hours that kill you.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm not really worried about getting monetized so much. That's not the thing. It's just a lot of the stuff that you can do once you're over the 1,000.
Right. Yeah. If you're monetized, it all comes together. A lot of it you can't do until you're monetized. So that's why.
Hey, I have a question while we're talking about it. The community tab, when do you get that?
When you get to a 1,000.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So I like all the little update posts that you get on your homepage, and I'm like, why can't I do that?
Yeah. And you can go live from your phone.
Yeah. Yeah. I have to go on. I'm on my laptop now, but I have to use my laptop.
Which I did my laptop too instead, and I went live a lot that way before I got there.
I'm noticing when I do get backed up on content, jumping on a live is kind of one of the things that I need to do more because I have a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. So what made you pick your name?
Toni Talks Keto, or just
the Toni Damain, I guess, because that's what it is right now, right?
Well, it's what it is on YouTube. But my Instagram, Facebook pages are all Toni Talks Keto. All my business cards, I have t-shirts.
Oh, okay.
So everything else is Toni Talks Keto, and I just been bickering back and forth with YouTube to get my channel name changed. So
if you haven't gone through Google, you have to go through Google on that.
Okay, well, I'll try that and see. Yeah, maybe I'm going about it wrong.
Yeah, you have to get on Google. Hey, Michelle, good to see you on here.
Hey, Michelle.
Google, actually, whatever you put on Google, whatever name you put on Google, that's what ends up on, because they're both together.
Okay.
And they know that they got your IP address and everything. So that's how you change your name.
Okay.
And then you go into settings to change it to the website, to get the website name.
Okay.
Yeah. So that it's not that big, long address that's as long as your arm.
Yeah, with the numbers and symbols and what have you.
Yeah. Yes, Juanita has done a wonderful job. She's lost 150 pounds and she's done really well. Okay, so Lisa said she's changed her name twice.
All right, Lisa, I'll inbox you and
So Lisa, tell us. It's pretty easy to change, Toni. I've changed mine too. Oh, twice in 2 days. I thought you could only change it so many times in 3 months.
That's what I thought too. When Keto Mama had changed her channel, she had some situation getting it changed back to Keto Mama.
Yeah, but and I know it's just whatever you put into Google.
Okay.
Then that's what your name will be. You went through Google. Yeah, see, it's Google.
Okay.
You have to go through
Google. I was
Google.
trying to just change it in my settings on YouTube, so that must be.
Yeah, no. It's because, you know, Google and YouTube are one and the same. So that's why. So you changed the name back in, when did you change your name
to Toni Talks Keto? Back when, right before I went to KetoCon. Actually, I was on my Instagram page, and I think it was Keto Steve that said something kind of like that when he was Keto Steve. Now he's changed his name to Stephen Blake, I think. But he had said something about that's catchy, and then it just kind of happened.
Yeah. So now, let's see what that I was going. I had a question there. You can change your Facebook name, but I forget how at the moment. Yeah, you can change your Facebook. Oh, aren't you afraid to use your real name?
Me? No, not me. I'm not afraid. Yeah. I have a Facebook group though. That's Toni Talks Keto. I just have a page on my.
I mean, but on YouTube, you know, with so much of they saying that people, you know, stalk people and.
No, yeah. Well, I had some crazy people pop in lives, and I thought, oh, I'm too small to need a moderator. Okay, that's not true.
No, that's right. I thought so too, and you do have to, if you're gonna, especially if you're gonna do live.
Well, I happen to have my granddaughter in the video, and
you have Mod Squad.
I see them. I see them all with their little wrenches.
Yes, I have my Mod Squad on here. Hi, Bonnie. Good to hear you. Yay! I'm so happy for you. I saw you were on my silent stream for a while. I joked about it, and then it happened. Okay. Yeah, we were one night. Lisa wanted to change her name, so we had thought of some names, but she came up with use her real name.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That is great, Easy Keto. You're down 72 pounds since February of this year, 40 more to go. Good for you. That is awesome. I joked about not having any trolls on a live, and like 30 seconds later, there they were. Yeah.
They were probably lurking there all along, and then they just popped out. Sad part is I'd been chatting with this people for a while.
I had like 5 or 6, and I couldn't get rid of them. Because I didn't have any mods in place, and I didn't know how to do it. And I just couldn't sleep at night. I thought, I got to get something done before I do it again.
Yeah.
So I took care of that and made everybody a moderator.
It's about what you got to do.
You went to College of the Ozark for dinner. Okay. That sounds pretty nice, Bonnie. Anybody got any questions for Toni tonight? Where are you, Washington?
Yeah, I'm originally from Tacoma, Seattle area, SeaTac area. And then throughout my industry in the apartment industry, I ended up in Oklahoma City. And then I ended up in Houston, and it's stuck. And I've been pretty much in this vicinity. I live 30 miles south of Houston, but anywhere in Houston's 30 miles. But that's why I was fortunate enough to go to KetoCon last year, because it's always in Austin. So it's just a couple hour drive. Strict keto, lazy keto.
Far right.
I would.
Lisa one or
Yeah.
Or down and.
I would say I'm more towards the lazy keto side. I think the only thing I really do that's not strict keto is sometimes low carb tortillas.
Okay. So you're lazy keto or down and dirty keto?
No, not the down and dirty. Yeah, I would say the only thing I really, probably if it fits, is the low carb tortillas. That's not often.
Probably asked, but why did you start keto, Toni?
Well, I, at one point in the year 2000, weighed 360 pounds. And I had a gastric bypass surgery, and that's before the sleeve. This is the full Roux-en-Y, where they reroute everything. And then I got really sick with malabsorption. I did lose a ton of weight. I got, down to where people thought I was sick. But then over the years of trying to correct the malabsorption issues with the infusions and the supplements and all the things, the pounds started coming back. And when I headed out of the Wonderland into the mid twos, I was like, this is not happening. So that my gastro doctor had put me on this low FODMAP diet. I don't know if you've heard of that before, but it's basically all carbs. It's rice, potatoes, pasta. Basically, that's the majority of the diet. So when I saw that 40-pound gain over the course of like a year and a half, I was like, I'm done with this. That's not happening. And I found keto because a couple of the low FODMAP people I followed on YouTube went keto. So and then Nicole Burgess, I was an extreme couponer. So I have a stockpile. I haven't couponed in 2 years, and I still haven't bought laundry soap. So I followed Nicole back when we were all couponers with Simply Misty, her, and all of those. And so I went keto before her, but she hit her 100,000 this week, she got her plaque.
Oh, for the subscribers?
Yeah, the 100,000 subscribers. So anyways, wow. I kind of just...
She's a school teacher, isn't she?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I met her at KetoCon last year. She's a super exactly the same person you see on YouTube.
That's good. Yeah, she does a lot of hauls too.
Yeah, she does. But we used to do hauls all the time when we were couponers. So that was, kind of one of the things. But they've all kind of strayed away, all our old coupon people, because you don't get health food with coupons. You get junk. You get junk food. So, yeah.
I just say that way because there are some of those folks out there that like to be the police. Yeah, I know. And
it's almost like you have to give your disclaimer on every video.
I got jumped on too. I just did a fish cake with tuna, and we only had the wrong tuna, so I took it out of the can. LOL. What's the wrong tuna?
Is it like in vegetable oil, maybe? Maybe it's in vegetable oil?
Yeah, I've always bought it in water anyway, so I always have it. And you can buy it at Dollar Tree. I finally figured out how to add moderators. Yes, Michelle had to add some moderators too.
Yes.
Okay, so Christy wants to know, so keto has helped with your absorption, Toni?
Absolutely. As of I have been doing infusions for 10 years for iron and K. And at my last labs, I literally had high iron, which is mind-boggling when you've been on an IV for a couple hours every 3 months for 10 years. You're just like, well, why didn't I figure this out a long time ago? And why didn't the doctors know that this was going to help a lot with that situation?
So she said, I no longer need iron infusions or blood transfusions. Let's see, and B12 shots going keto. Yeah, that's
absolutely
awesome.
I was doing all of that. B12 every week. The transfusions, my hemoglobin wouldn't stay above 7. If you know what that means, you've been out there. But yeah, and my iron was 3 one time, 3. So it's been.
What was your A1C?
And I. I've never had an issue with A1C, so they don't really test me. I've not ever been even close to diabetic, so they don't really test it. So I wouldn't know my baseline for my A1C. I probably could go back and research, but I've never really had to follow that. But I do check my sugars because sometimes I can feel when it's low, like you get sweaty behind your neck, you feel kind of shaky. But since I've been keto, my diet is just so stable that I don't have those ups and downs anymore. It's just been, intuitive eating has really helped not, it helps a
So
lot of
did
things people
you
don't realize.
stick for Thanksgiving?
I did. I put a video up. I made everything keto for myself and a few others that were coming, and then I did some extra sides for the resistant ones who want to have their carbs and then cry when they feel like crap. When they're all asleep
Yeah,
with their bellies going,
I know.
ugh.
I put up a whole playlist of all Thanksgiving meals, and then I had people that wouldn't even take the time to make it.
Yeah, I did a
It's my husband's favorite. I did try, and I was shocked.
oh, she doesn't like tuna.
Okay. So,
But the funny thing is the resistant ones, so to
but
speak, if I
you're
sneak it
off your
into them, they don't even notice it.
iron. Yeah, I've never had an
Oh,
iron with. My problem was cholesterol and high blood pressure medicine and a hiatal hernia. That I'm off of all of that.
I do still take
So I feel
a
so
blood
much
pressure
better.
and I still take a blood pressure and like a water pill, and then I also take a heart medication. I had my spleen removed last year, and so I got all kinds of autoimmune
Oh,
things from that. But
yeah,
so to those people who say, "Can you do keto without a gallbladder?" I don't have one of those either. I don't have a spleen. I have a
I don't
gastric
either.
bypass. I did all those things, and it really has done nothing but make me healthier.
Yeah, I haven't had a gallbladder either. I've had so it does fine. And I've had heart surgery. I have 3 stents. So people were saying you can't do it if you have heart, but it does work really well with that too. And I'm off my blood pressure medicine, my cholesterol medicine, and I feel so much better.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I've never had
And
the
I don't take
cholesterol
anything
issue.
for my hiatal hernia.
It helped that too.
I I have difficult have my gallbladder. Yes, Lisa does.
I think everyone has tolerances that are different. I think that it's a matter of adapting
Yes,
keto to what fits with what works for your body. Like people who can't eat eggs, don't try to do the egg diet. Like there's things out there that are something that you
right.
can do.
And it has worked for me.
Well,
You know.
I have because of my health issues. I see an oncologist. That's when I had my spleen out. But she prescribed keto to a lot of her patients. I didn't know that, but just having a conversation with her post going keto and losing weight, she's like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, I'm on keto." And she's like, "I actually prescribe that to people doing heavy chemo because it really helps them a lot." Hi, Sid.
Yeah.
My my husband's cruising
It's a
through.
very personal journey. Journey. You're right about that, Lisa. But I do say that it was best for me. So, do you have any children?
Me, I have a blended family. So I have a 32-year-old daughter who has two children. So I have a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old grandson, a 9-year-old stepson, 25 and 23-year-old stepdaughters. And then the young one that, if you watch my videos, you see Evelyn in some of my videos. She's the almost 3-year-old granddaughter from my stepdaughter. So we have all the different kids when mixed together. And I was also a foster parent for 8 years a while back. So I have a bunch of foster grandkids and foster kids that still call me mom and we interact. So I have tons of children in my life. Well, they're not so much children anymore.
Right. So, Christy from OK Keto said, that's awesome. My cardiologist has his patients do keto. And Lisa said a year ago, let's see, a year ago, my doctor didn't know what keto meant. The last time I was about going is all for it. Yeah. So do all your children and grandchildren live close by?
Yes. Well, my fostered grandchildren have moved out. 2 of them married into the military family, so they are all over the place. But my daughter is actually here staying with me now. She's getting ready to move into a new place. And then, yeah, they're all pretty close, within an hour. Evelyn loves to be in my videos. If y'all knew how much she talks to y'all with the camera off, you would be so surprised.
And do you have any siblings?
I have a brother. I'm just one of 2, and he lives in San Diego now. He just moved from Seattle to San Diego like in the last 2 months. He manages a tire chain out there, and he had gotten promoted to a manager. So, right? Everybody jump onto YouTube.
So do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have a brother in San Diego. Did I lose you, Lisa? Did I answer her? Hi, guys. Hi, Susan and the crew. I can see you guys on the phone faster than I can see you on this chat. So if I keep looking down, that's because I'm trying to keep up with comments, especially since we've lost Lisa for a minute. Am I the only one that can't see her? Yeah. There you go. Welcome back.
Yes, really. So just if you lose me, just keep going without me, because I'll be back on.
We just kept chatting. We're good. Welcome back. Susan the crew showed up and said, hey.
Thank you.
While you were out.
Susan the crew here. And I could go and see if I can get on some other internet, but I'm afraid I'd lose it all. So
yeah,
I just stay here.
We'll make it. We can camp out. We'll make it. It's so cold. I just think it feels like it just dropped like 10 degrees in the last 20 minutes.
Go.
Bye, Michelle. Have a good night. Thank you for popping in.
I'm
glad you made it.
Oh, box we just got from Verizon.
Yeah, I just saw you, Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm pushing for that 600. I got little goals.
All right.
I'm hoping that this year at KetoCon it'll be. Hey. Thank you, Lisa. Happy to have you. And then tell me when my videos are too long. I give you permission. Oh, well, I'll certainly be sure to.
Okay, let's see if this
return the
I lost Toni. Okay, join your
I'm
family,
here.
Toni. Look at you. Okay. Okay, there you are. All
Hey, okay,
righty. So I got
Keto.
it on this other. This might be better. Let's try. Is everybody tell me, is this better?
Yes, I can hear you good.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
Keto.
Okay.
Yes, I will be there at KetoCon, and I'll see you there for sure.
Who's that?
Uh, um, okay, Keto.
Okay. Is she going?
So yeah, she's gonna come too. I got to meet
Okay.
some awesome people: Dr. Berg, Dr. Barry, Thomas DeLauer, Watch Autumn Keto, Aaron from High Fat High Fun. I got pictures with all of them. Keto Ginger. I
Okay.
met Dory, colorful Dory. I met her there too. Who can't love her? She's crazy. Good kind of crazy.
Mhm. Right. It's just too far for me. I don't, you know, I don't see the benefit for me to spend the money to go.
Oh yeah, I met two crazy ketos there also. They're awesome. Rachel and Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keto Ginger. Lisa, do you not know her? Her name's Amanda, but her channel is called Keto Ginger.
No, I don't think so. I don't think I know her.
She was, if you've ever heard of Lauren Brazy.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, they're both out of Florida, and Lauren was keto for a while, but now her channel's mostly autism, family related. Her daughter's autistic.
Okay. What's the name of her channel?
Lauren Brazy.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I
she
don't
goes a
know.
lot with fathering autism. They have a lot that they do together. They're all
Okay,
in
gotcha.
Florida. They all live
Right.
out there in Florida around each other. So, but they
Gotcha.
several of them came. Yeah, but I mean, if you're not interested in trying a bunch of the keto products, then KetoCon isn't really. But the some of the lectures and stuff, they're really interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I just don't,
Me
see the
too.
importance. I think it's, for people that want to go, that's great. But for me, just, it's just not anything I'm interested in.
Yeah, I think that most of the people who go there are not just because they're doing keto. It's more like either they're building their channel or they're, trying to get products for giveaways or for just, how to,
Yeah,
yeah, to like review products for the merch. Because I mean, they were sending me cases of ice cream and like all kinds of things.
that's great. Yeah.
So but it's close to me. It's only a 2-hour drive. So it was worth the
Right.
go.
If it was that, yeah.
Bye, Easy. You have a good night.
Okay.
Hi, Keto Marnie. I didn't guess I missed that you popped in. How are you?
Yeah,
Glad you made it.
I did not see that coming.
There's some of my work peeps on here. Say hello. They were
Hey,
sending,
everybody.
they were
Did they
asking for
not?
the link.
Oh, well, good. Good.
They're kind of lurkers. They kind of sit in the quiet corner.
That's okay. We don't mind. We don't mind a bit.
I'm not at all. I told them.
Yes.
Well, I recently changed jobs, and some of my crew that works with me now worked with me before, and they were
Right.
all keto, and I cooked every week for all of them. So I was cooking for 6
Wow.
people, and they would all pitch in on groceries, and I'd buy the groceries, and then stress out because you got their money, and now you have to cook all the things, and then so I decided this time, no, not doing it. I know, right?
Okay, so what is your favorite keto meal?
Recently has been like the Mississippi mud roast. That's been really good with cauli mash.
Mm,
It
yeah,
is
I
good.
love that.
I love to throw that. I've been doing a lot of like ribs in my. I have a Ninja Foodie that it air fries and it
Okay.
pressure cooks, and I did use a pressure cooker XL before that. But I really love throwing stuff in there. But keto lasagna with the Healthy Harvest hearts of palm noodles with Italian sausage. Oh, is so good. Portion control with that one for sure. Portion control.
Right. Now, what's your favorite recipe that you have come up with?
I think my turkey gravy that I just made at Thanksgiving, I put the recipe in the description box of that video, and that turned out fabulous. It was so good, really good. But I'm kind of
Great.
a mad scientist in the kitchen. I do a little bit of dash of this and a thing of that, and I gotta learn, I guess, to measure just for sharing
I
purposes.
know. Yeah.
I cook with my nose, it's like, how does it smell? Okay, we need more onion, or we need, it's just kind of how I
Right.
cook.
More sugar, more or sugar substitute
More
rather.
monk fruit.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I did yeah, that too. I kind of dig in the monk fruit these days because that cooling thing. If you use a little too much, like of some of those, you get that cooling. I did some
yeah.
chocolate donuts with the icing, and that icing was like, whoo, kind of like you took a
Yeah,
breath mint
I
or
made a
something. 'Cause it was like,
pumpkin dump cake and I used the icing on it. It was so good.
oh yeah, see, this icing didn't turn out good. It was
Oh, it
like you
did.
ate it, and then it made you feel like you just like were sucking on a mint because it was like in the back of your throat, like
Oh,
peppermint.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I make sure that I have tried them before I do them. So that because when I first started, I would find recipes and I'd make them and they weren't fit to eat. So now my big thing is to do easy recipes and things that I have already tried and liked. So
Yeah, and that's what I
that's
do with my meal preps is kind of stick with what I know. But the biggest pushback I've been getting from people is like, I don't enjoy cooking, but I know I need to cook to eat keto. So I've done a few videos now of how to do keto without cooking, with not having
yeah.
to prepare everything.
Right. I've been doing 5-minute meals, easy meals, because a lot of people are busy and they work
Right.
and
Costco is
they
your
just don't
friend.
have time. What? What
I
is it?
said Costco is my friend.
Yeah.
Lisa, you need to come up with a
And people are
gingerbread
just busy,
recipe.
you know.
Yeah, for real. And that's what, some of the girls at work are like, cook for us. I'm like, I just can't do it to myself again. Like I can't put that much pressure on
Right.
myself. It's you don't enjoy it when it's a have to. I enjoy it when it's a choose to. So
Yeah.
I went back to just cooking for myself and my husband, and we share protein in a different side because he doesn't eat
Does
vegetables.
he do it too? Are you the only one that does it or do the whole
Well,
family?
we're an empty nest, so it's just the two of us that we cook for each other. So whatever, I make, he takes for lunch the next day, but he's not keto, he's OMAD. So he'll drink a replacement shake. He does Herbalife for breakfast and dinner and just eats lunch. So
Okay.
but he doesn't eat vegetables. Like I tell him all the time, you have a palate of a 9-year-old.
Mhm. Yeah. My husband doesn't eat vegetables or fruit. He's never had a piece of fruit in his life.
Oh, well, he loves him some fruit. Strawberries are his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, no, he's never had fruit or veg, and he eats corn, and that's not really a vegetable.
Yeah, he'll do garlic butter corn or sometimes bacon green beans, and that's about as veggie as he gets. Try to put like a zucchini or something like that, and he would like turn green.
Right.
They want you to come up with a
And I have
gingerbread
to admit,
recipe.
I did have to develop a taste for zucchini because it wasn't something that I ate all the time.
Yeah, I didn't eat it a lot, I would say, before keto, but I think my most favorite is the simplest way is dump that Montreal seasoning on it and throw it in the oven with some olive oil.
Yeah. And then, on Brussels sprouts, I love them, but I never ate them much, and now I do. And salads, I've learned to eat more salads. And
Bye, Marnie. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping in. I couldn't go to bed by 8 o'clock. I'd be up at 3 in the morning.
yeah, I've been getting up at 4, even going to bed at 9 or 10.
Yeah, my husband gets up at 4:30, so it's like, yeah, let me be a zombie and go make your coffee. But I've been making his coffee the night before because he's figured out he likes iced coffee better than hot coffee, which works out.
Yes.
White potatoes. Oh, I was starting to say, are you saying me? I thought she was saying we need to make that. I was like, huh? This is a keto channel.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Lisa, I get what you're saying.
I didn't touch the carbs. What Susan Cruz said, that's great. Yeah, me neither. I didn't cheat. I didn't want to. I didn't.
Lisa, do you find that your heart races if you even go over your carbs, even if it's just keto food? Because sometimes I feel like I know if I went
Yeah,
over because my heart's like, I
racing. Yeah.
I have a resting heart rate of 100 anyway. So when I get it going faster, you really know, like you're seeing the pulse.
Yeah, I try to stay under so that I don't have that feeling.
Yeah, it feels ugly.
Yeah, I cooked for my family and then I made sure that I cooked. And then some of it they ended up eating was mine too, like deviled eggs, everybody could eat those, you know. I made a deli, I made like a relish tray, everybody could eat those. I made green beans with bacon in them, everybody could eat those. So I did a lot of that too. And I made extra so that I would have, you know, leftovers.
Well, I have leftovers and I went on the egg fast.
Yeah.
Good thinking, Tony. But I actually
I
put my
know.
turkey and ham in the freezer last night. I bagged it up in a Ziploc and threw it in the freezer because I have the little new mini dash pie maker, and I'm determined to make a keto pot pie with that thing.
There you
Still
go.
trying to find the right crust though, because all the keto crust they want you to pre-cook. You can't pre-cook in the pie maker.
Yeah. I
So
don't know how you.
I know I'm working on it.
Yeah. I didn't know Dash had one.
Yeah, a little mini pie maker, and then I got the grill that you were talking about, the little mini grill you mentioned that
Yeah.
you like to use. Yeah, and then I have the chaffle maker also. Like the most watched video
Yeah.
on my channel is a chaffle BLT video.
Yeah. I have the bowl maker, the chaffle bowl maker, and I have but the griddles, when I'm wanting bread, I don't want a chaffle. I've
Hmm.
gotten so I want just something that's like bread, and the griddle is more like bread.
Are you
And then I
doing the
got a
egg and
big
cheese, or
dash. Pardon?
I said for your bread in
Yes,
the
and
dash?
buns.
Is it just like the egg and cheese?
Well, any like hamburgers, I want a bun. I don't want the I don't want a waffle type thing. So
What's your
I use
dough?
the griddle. That's why I use the griddle because it does the same thing except it makes it look more like a bread or a bun.
It's a mind catch.
It is. It is a mind thing. A lot of it is. But also, I have the big waffle maker for when I want to make more than, you know, like a bigger waffle.
I need to invest in that because when I want to meal prep like make chaffles for like the week or so, I'm like making one at a time, and I'm like, this is crazy. Yes, Lisa, the chaffle BLT is to die for. It is awesome, and
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna.
it.
I thought about trying the fathead dough, Suze. I probably will try that. That'll probably be my first try, but now I'm waiting until I can thaw out my turkey because I can't taste it right now since I'm on egg fast. So I don't want to get
You
booted
could
out of the
use
group.
that hub. I'm not sure you could use it in your dash though, because I'm afraid it would get too sticky. It's real sticky.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if I were you, Suze, I wouldn't do it in the chaffle maker. I would do it the way you're supposed to make dough, and that is roll it out and because it is really sticky, and I'm afraid it would stick to that dash, and you'd never get it out of there.
Back a while back, I have a video where we did a keto for kids, and I made like a peanut butter and jelly hot pocket. That dough that I used for that, I made in so many different ways. So I'm thinking I might go back with that dough. It uses a oat fiber, and it kind of and it's not sticky. It comes out like a really good pie crust
Right.
consistency.
Yeah, the fathead dough is really, really good, but it is very, very sticky. So I would just be afraid to use it in my dash. I use it for other things, but when I'm going to put it in the oven, but I don't use it in the dash.
Sid, are you in the kitchen? I was gonna have him bring me that pie maker. Can you bring me that little
Yeah,
aqua
I'd
blue
like to
pie
see
maker?
what it looks like.
Let me grab it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, please do.
Okay. I just jumped up and ran for it. I'm back.
Okay.
So it looks like this. Oh, let's get in the camera right. And then it's a pie maker inside.
Okay, yeah. So it
So
looks just like the other, except it's a pie maker.
yeah, and so it leaves the oh wow, the little crust edge. So it mostly has to you can do pies without a lid, I would imagine, like the top. And it showed
Oh.
a lattice pie also, it showed an
Mm-hmm.
apple, but they're not keto. So, but this is what it looks like. And then it comes with this. This is the cutter. So this one cuts for the base. I can't get this
What's it
right.
cut?
To cut the crust to put the pie base in, and then you flip it over, and that makes a perfect side for the top.
Okay.
So that so it fits the pie, and
Where did you get that?
I found it at Home Goods. So
Home Goods.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I was looking for the bowl maker is what I was looking for. And when I first picked it up, that's what I thought it was because it looked pretty
Uh-huh.
similar. But then
It does, yeah.
once I got home, but this thing puts these little ledges in it so that
That's
it will
cool.
form to the pan.
That is so cute.
I think it's adorable. I'm ready for that.
Yes, that should do really good. That should be really good.
And that's exactly what I was thinking, Lisa, like chicken pot pies, turkey pot pies, real easy, use onions and celery or whatever, some keto friendly veggies, make some ham pies, be good.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you could do some chocolate pies,
Yes, cream pies, yeah. I'm
strawberry.
thinking endless possibilities. Blueberry.
Yes, there are.
Put the lattice top and cobbler it up with some, some kind of monk fruit or something on the top.
Yes.
I'm just excited.
I made some pies for, that's one of my top is the pumpkin pie and then the chocolate pecan pie.
Oh, yeah.
One of my top videos. Everybody loved it. Yeah. Because last year I didn't have any recipes and I had to come on. So I've been working on some where I could have pie this year. Last year I made it without the crust, but this year I came up with, I found like two items to make the crust, and it's so worth it to have crust.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Anybody got any questions? Okay, Juanita said she will check out your channel.
Okay, Juanita, welcome to the family. I did a no-bake lemon cheesecake. It was so delicious. But I made it in Pyrex I made it in the serving size portions rather than a whole pie.
Right.
So that I could just pop it in the lunchbox.
Yes, I gotta have it, Oh, thank you, Lisa. She said you all are inspiring me so much.
Aw, thank you, Lisa.
I'm glad.
Cooking is what I love to do. I love to cook.
Yeah, I do too. And I love to take recipes and make them keto because there's certain things that I know I'm going to want to eat. And so therefore I have to make them keto. Like I love pumpkin pie and I knew that I would not do without it. So therefore I had to come up with one. So. Okay, my brother just called me 2 times. He's taken a nap and said he's going to call me back again. Oh my goodness. Poor thing, Catherine. And you're tired of your heart racing. Yes. It feels so good to eat. Yeah. And I guess that's why I didn't want to cheat, because I'm so used to not eating it that I don't have a craving for it. So once you get that sugar out of your system and keep it out, you don't want it.
Well, my husband's diabetic. So now that I make keto, sugar-free keto desserts, he'll eat those. He'll be keto all day long for dessert.
Yeah, a lot of, you literally slept off and on for only about 2 hours. That sounds like me.
That was my weekend.
I don't sleep good, but that's not because of keto. It's just I've always had trouble sleeping. I don't know. I'm making that pie tomorrow. Okay, Juanita said she's making that pie tomorrow. Which pie, Juanita? Several people sent me pictures of them making the pecan pie, the chocolate pecan pie, and then also the pumpkin pie.
Lisa, do you have an Instagram?
Yes. It's Keto Kitchen by Lisa.
Okay, I'll look for you.
Yeah, it's Keto Kitchen by Lisa. I have a Facebook page that's got Lisa Webster Martin, but it also has Keto Kitchen by Lisa. And then I also, the pumpkin pie. Okay, Juanita, let me know how you love it. Let me know. You will absolutely love it. And that pumpkin dump cake is so good that I make.
All things pumpkin are delicious.
Yes, that's why I started looking for pumpkin, because I knew I had to find me some pumpkin stuff. So, and now I'm trying to work on Christmas to help people stay on their lifestyle during Christmas, so they don't have to go off of it. Because there's enough things, like my plate was full of things that I could eat. You know, of course, I was selfish. I made deviled eggs. I made green beans. I made that relish tray. You know, and I had turkey. But you know, I also made cream potatoes and then I made my chaffle stuffing. It was excellent. It was amazing. I didn't know the difference, really. And then I made the regular dressing too. Got to try that also.
I did the keto cornbread, and then I made
the chaffle keto cornbread.
I actually made like a cast iron skillet of keto cornbread, and then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Since it's just me doing it, I'm trying to really downsize what all I make in the keto, because I don't want to waste it. I can't eat a whole pound of cornbread, and I don't even like cornbread, but I love the chaffle cornbread.
Well, I've tried cornbread eater. It's good. My grandma's from the South, so I guess I've been eating cornbread stuffing since I was little. So it's kind of one of those things.
My husband eats cornbread every night. My hubs would be up for trying the keto cornbread. He loves cornbread. Yeah, I tried it because I don't eat cornbread. I just wanted to see what it tastes like, because I came up with it because I was wanting some kind of different kinds of bread, and I really liked it, even though I don't even eat cornbread.
I got the little the concentrated flavoring, and there's one.
Yeah, that's what I got.
The sweet cornbread. Yeah,
that's awesome. And I made it just like my husband makes it, with the egg and the almond flour instead of cornmeal, of course. And I made it just because I can't put cheese in something that's going to be bread. It just doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. It's the blonde in me. So I can't. I switched over to almond flour. A lot of my recipes don't have cheese. They have flour in them.
Okay. So I love it that way. I got mine off of Amazon.
Got your what? Oh yeah, that's where you get. I got mine too, Lisa.
I got it like 2 days with Amazon Prime.
Yeah, I have Amazon because I live out in the country, and there's no way I would find it in the stores.
We live in a big neighborhood, but our neighborhood is in the country. If that makes sense. It's on a county road. So
I live in a town of 700 people.
No.
In fact, my whole county. My town my whole county has 25,000 people in it.
Oh wow.
So I live in a very small area. I live 10 miles to the closest grocery store.
Yeah, well, we're only 3, so you got us beat by a bit.
It's 20 miles round trip to run to the grocery store. Now I have Dollar General across the street, but they're higher on everything than anybody else because they know we don't have a grocery store close by.
We're finally getting a gas station, like right outside the front of our subdivision. So we're all excited about that. Because if you ride it to the E.
And I have a really good Red Lobster biscuit copycat that's made with cheese and topped off with a swipe of butter. And I make it keto. And it's one of my biggest. It's one of my most watched videos. It's a copycat of the Red Lobster, and they're so good.
Right? You use the Old Bay. Do you use the Old Bay in it? The Old Bay seasoning?
I don't use it. It's my own. I make my own. My own I make up my own spices. My husband uses it for things, but I don't usually use it.
I need to learn to make my own spices more. I mix them all in the food, but I don't mix them together prior.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. Old Bay is amazing. Yeah, I do like Old Bay, like I'm eating stuff. But the Red Lobster copycat are on my channel and under breads, and the playlist. I have a playlist with breads, and it's really good. It's amazing how much and you can use them as they're small too, and some is to put a little hamburger on, make a slider out of them, and I put them in my brownie pan.
Oh, that sounds good.
From Pampered Chef,
works.
and that way it makes the biscuit square, so it works.
Well, yeah, whatever works. It's to get the vessel to get the food where it needs to go.
Right.
Bonus if it tastes good.
That's right. A real big bonus.
Right. Oh, goodness. Sorry, Lisa. So I have an idea for some videos I wanted to pitch to you guys and see what you thought.
Okay.
Keto Chopped. Have you ever saw
Keto
the show?
Chopped?
Have you ever seen the show Chopped on the Food Network?
No.
Anybody in the description box? So basically, they take 4 chefs of just whatever, and they give them a basket, and they don't know what's in it. And then they open the basket and they have to make a meal out of those 4
Oh,
ingredients.
yeah. Okay, yeah. I've seen that. Yeah.
So I was thinking how much fun it would be to have a basic pantry list. So you can't have one person buying caviar and the other person using ground beef, has to be apples to apples. And then so list the pantry, and then you send out the mystery ingredients, max $20 budget. So nobody's, giving the farm away to participate. But I thought it would be a lot of fun if you had a 30-minute live to make that into a meal. I thought it would be really fun.
Yeah, they do a cooking video with somebody, but so far I haven't had anybody take me up on it. Like we both cook the live stream.
Exactly. Just like this. Like that would be a blast, wouldn't it?
And I think it would be fun. Yes.
I think it would be
and see,
I've been like,
so Lisa said she's a basic cook. It wouldn't be for her, but it sounds like a great thing.
But she could definitely be a judge in the comment section.
That's right, Lisa. You could be one of the judges.
She might be able to she could throw the ingredients at us too and tell us what we have to use. Because they get creative. Like some of that stuff is crazy. Usually like apple pie and crab meat. Like, of course we'd have to use keto stuff, but it was like most random things.
What I have trouble with is the one where they make too much food and people they're just throwing it away. I can't remember the name of the it's a one on the food, that mukbang stuff. That makes me sick because they're wasting so much food that there are people that are that don't have money to eat.
Absolutely.
And they're, throwing it away.
Yeah.
Lisa said she would watch it for sure. Lisa, would you be a judge? Would you be willing to be a judge?
You could also be a mystery ingredient picker.
Yeah.
I just think it would be absolutely fun.
Yes, it would be fun. Always good for giving my opinion, she says.
So we'd have to, I guess, watch it back and figure out what we threw together, and then here's what you put in it. And so if you want to replicate it, turned out awesome. Right. Congratulations.
Lisa, can you hear me better? Is it better? I haven't gone off yet. We got this box from Verizon, and I think that's going to be our best bet. Yep, doing just fine. Thank you. Okay, I'm so glad. It bothers me when I can't.
Yeah, you haven't buffered or anything. You've been good.
Boy, oh boy, I just made a mess out of my microwave with hot chocolate. Oh, I hate when I do that, Catherine. That's what's nice about the Keurig. Just put the stuff in your cup and just the hot water comes down. I would like to make some of that for gifts. The powdered hot chocolate that we can have and give it out as gifts. Jar? Yeah, like give it to have a drawing, giveaways. Like with my giveaway for this chocolate or this griddle, make other things in there that are keto, and then I'm going to have another drawing that isn't keto because everybody's not keto, you know. It'll just be like coloring book or an adult coloring book or something. I hate it when I explode stuff in my microwave. Yeah, I do too. Oh, it's such a mess. And she was under the blankets and everything. She was in her pajamas and under the blanket, she said.
Oh, wow.
And now she's probably got to clean up all that.
If you wait, it's going to be a dry
anymore. I'll just heat the water up. Yeah, just heat the water. The old-fashioned way sometimes the best. My daughter rented a place. Her and her husband, he's an undertaker, and he had to go do some things in Nashville. And she said, "Mama, I don't know. We brought pork chops, and we don't have a microwave." And I said, "Honey, all you do is put it on 250 or 300." I said, back in the day when me and your dad got married 41 years ago, there was no microwaves. So I said, we just did it the old-fashioned way, put it in the oven and just put it on 250 or 300 for about 30 minutes and you'll be fine, you know. And I'm getting some of the stuff I make old-fashioned, the microwave just is too much trouble because if it makes a mess, you've got a big mess, you know.
She's still under her blankets, apparently.
Oh, you still are? Okay. Because it's really cold where she's at. She's in Ohio. Oh, Cleveland, Ohio. So it's really cold where she's at. I mean, I'm 40 degrees is nothing to her. I think they're getting, in Lisa too, I think they're getting some real cold weather there and snow. So.
Have you ever tried?
I haven't heard from Michelle in a while. Michelle, are you still out there?
She was saying goodbye earlier that she had to go.
Okay, there is this spiced tea my pastor's wife makes for Christmas. I was thinking today it would be good to have some sugar. Oh, get me the recipe, Juanita, and I'll make it into sugar-free. That's a great idea. Ooh, I would love to make. Surely this preacher's wife could do it. For sure. Surely if it's a preacher's wife thing, she gives out spiced tea. She makes it for Christmas. Yes, I can make it. Just get me the recipe. Will you email it to me? My email address is always in the info box. And that way I'll make it sugar-free and I want to try it. That Anita. See, I'm trying to think of things that we would drink and eat this time of year so that people won't cheat. They'll still have it to eat, but they won't with it, you know. Yes, thank you so much, Juanita.
We'll be keeping our eye out for that.
Yes, I'll definitely do that. Come up with that. I'm going to be doing some cooking videos this week, so I've got some really good things in mind. And I think Sunday we're having our Christmas meal at church. And for Thanksgiving, I took the chocolate pecan pie, and everybody says they can't do keto, and I came home with an empty plate.
Right.
And then I took the green beans with the bacon in them and everything, and I came home with that empty. So this time I think I'm going to make a cauliflower like casserole, kind of like mashed potato type things. So I think I'm really excited about that because it's keto, they won't do it. But if you don't tell them, a lot of them will do it, eat it up, and not know they did it. And then I'm going to take a relish tray, I think, with olives, black olives, green olives, cheese, summer sausage, that kind of thing.
I love black olives so much.
I do too, and I'm so glad they're keto friendly. They've never been on any diet I was ever on except this one. So I'm a lifer. Okay, I don't see anybody typing but me. I'm going to have to go out and come back in. Okay.
I think the chat
she froze up. Yeah, I think so. And it does happen sometimes. So anyways, I'm trying to think of some more questions.
Lisa, have you ever heard of anyone doing hard-boiled eggs in the microwave?
No.
So I walked in on my employee today. Yeah, she put 3 hard-boiled eggs in a Pyrex, and she was about to turn the microwave on. I'm like, stop! Don't do it. They're going to explode. I mean, like, she's like, no, you do it for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm like, Who told? Where did you see that? Because I need to look at that.
There is no way.
I was like, you
There
poke
is
a
no
hole
way
in
you
it or
do it for
anything?
8
Like,
minutes.
that's just going to explode everywhere. That is not a mess I want to clean up.
Okay, so she went on, came back in.
Oh. Welcome back.
You have questions for me?
I'm thinking. It's work brain.
How long have you been married? Tell us how long you've been married.
My husband and I've been married for 5 years. So yeah, we did the Vegas wedding. I lost you, Lisa. Oh, here you come. Welcome back.
Yes. How did you meet?
Craziness. Basically, our lives were like this for so many years. It's insane how we didn't already know each other. We knew people in common. His cousin worked for me at one point. It's like once we knew each other, we were like, how have we not already known each other? We know all the same people. We were hanging around the same groups. And I went, out for drinks with some friends and met him, and we've been together ever since. Just kind of meant to be.
That's how many years ago was that?
5. Well, it's about 6.5. I mean, we knew pretty quickly that we were just supposed to be together, so it didn't take us long.
Well, we dated 8 months, and
call.
everybody said it wouldn't last, and it's been 41 years, so we're doing good so far.
Congratulations, right? We just always tell each other, like, why didn't we meet 20 years before now? It's like how much further we would have made, because we got, when we got married, we built a house, we everything, just our lives are more stable and healthy and all the things together.
That's
so it makes sense.
Yeah. So what line of work is your husband in?
My version or his?
Whatever.
He's an electrician, but he's a general foreman, and he works in the chemical plants down in Freeport. But he's a general foreman now, but they do I&E tech, like they install big conduit wires to transformers and all that kind of thing. So that's what he does. And he's getting into upper management these days. So he's got to get on his computer skills, but he's resistant. He can run a smartphone like nobody's business, but he don't want to email.
There you go. That's what it takes. So Are you planning on using YouTube as a full-time job someday?
When I grow up, if that happens, if it's in my cards. If not, you know what? That's okay too. Like, I just have fun. Like, if I, have some person, I get a message that someone says, you know what, I watched your channel, I made some great food and I lost weight. That is just enough for me. So, but even before I went keto, I enjoyed teaching people to cook. So when people would remake my recipes or anything like that, that would just make me happy. So to see them, make the food that I, showed them how to make, and they enjoyed it. And so those kind of things have always lifted me. And I've always been a trainer type person. Like, I've been in that role a lot in my career. So I love to teach. And so that's something that, if you see someone go out and even surpass you, it's just such a pleasure to see that they're doing so much with what they might not have known they had, so that part of it's super fun.
That's what, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I get a lot of free products trying to do, I'm getting people asking me to do the reviews. And so I told my husband, I said, no, I'm not monetized. I have almost 1,500 subscribers, and I'm not monetized, because when I got to 1,000, I had 3,000. And so I said, I'm almost at the 4,000 watch time, but it was 3,000 minutes, which was 50 hours. That's it.
I had the same situation. I
made the 4,000. When I was growing up, that I needed to do these or something. These do help, although it doesn't count you as watch time.
Okay.
Because you're not watching, you're on, which I don't care, but a lot of people won't do like the co-hosting, because I've had a few people email me that were higher ups, and they said, you're losing watch time by doing that. And I said, how so? And they said, well, the person that you're putting on there. And I had noticed that my watch time was not, there was when I did that, a co-host, it was less because, they're on the two and they're not watching, they're actually part of it. But I don't care. I'm doing it for fun, I enjoy. The reason I started doing the lives is so I could meet people. It's not so much for the watch time. I'm at really, and I mean, it's growing, and I'm around 2,500 hours now, but I just enjoy doing it and meeting people. Like, you can't meet people when they're typing and you're typing and back and forth. I want to meet people personally, So that's where I was lacking. And so that's why I started co-hosting. And I've had some people with bigger channels just tell me that I was, wasting my time. And I just said, well, I'm enjoying it. And I just, I know it probably doesn't count, but a lot of people think I do it to get more watch time, when really they don't realize that the watch time with the person she's not watching, she's actually on the screen too. And I don't care. I told them, I said, thank you for your concern, and
them 2 hours, I'm sure, drop in the bucket. It's not, gonna kill you.
Yeah, it doesn't, it doesn't make that much to me. I do, and I'm enjoying doing the silent streams. I'm really excited about that. I got a new software that I'm really excited about using, and just having fun, like you said. And when I get monetized, then, but I've got time. I mean, I started in May, so by next May, I've got to have the 4,000. So.
Yeah, I'm pushing my year mark. So, I mean, since I started actually accumulating, so I'm around, I'm pushing 1,300 watch hours. But when I first started, when I was a baby YouTuber, I thought it was watch minutes, like 4,000 watch minutes.
And I don't know why they don't put the hours down.
I'm like, I'm killing it. Oh, no.
Yeah,
I was killing myself trying to get it. And then I was like, pipe dream, I'm laying back.
Right. And they say it's not a whole lot of, but of course you want to be monetized, because then, there's other things, like you say, that come with it.
It's not just the money, it's the other perks of, utilizing that extra community tab and all the other things.
I'm hoping that one day I wake up and I have the 4,000, like if something has gone viral. A couple of my videos have, I've had a few go viral, but
I get all my staff and I'm like, okay, log into my playlist, put your phone in the desk drawer, turn down the volume, and just let it play all day.
Yeah, there you go.
And if you don't, you can't bring your cell phone into work. So it's out of your car.
Yeah.
Blackmail, whatever works at this point.
So do you have a lot of your family members on your YouTube page?
I do. And I'm not going to say a lot. I don't have a tremendously big family, but my husband's family, on the other hand, like they rent the fairgrounds for family reunions. Like they are humongous. So there's a lot of his aunts and a lot of his family, because they're all local. My family's all over the States. So they do watch my channel. So it's fun. And I made sure to send everybody a link to this live so that they could pop in if they wanted to. Now they're not going to comment. They'll just be.
That's okay. Yeah, we don't mind. We like the watchers too. They're important too.
Oh, absolutely.
So, yes, we don't mind. I don't mind a bit, but I can't seem to get most of mine have been all people I've met. And I was really nervous about doing it because I live in such a small area that I really didn't think I could get 1,000 subscribers, because I only live in a town of 700 people. But I have met so many wonderful people on here that I would have never met if it hadn't been for YouTube, because I do live in such a small area.
And it's shocking how well you get to know them. Like, how's the husband, Bob, or, how's your dog, Lucy? And, the things that about people that live in other countries. I have a lady I chat with from Australia. I have family roots on my dad's side from Fiji and Australia. There's actually a textbook about my family over there you have to take in high school. So on my dad's side. So it's
that's neat.
I love to chat with them. I love her accent. And she does Trim Healthy Mama, which is but I've been really into watching the big family channels, like the ones with 10 kids that homeschool. And I'm like, I'm an empty nest watching them feed 10 kids going, that's great, but that's not me.
Yeah, I mean, and my daughter got married last December, and I was an empty nester and didn't know what in the world I was going to do. And this has been a great thing for me.
Yeah, me too. And I had foster kids. I took 6 at a time, teen girls who were like, this is your last chance kind of kids.
Yeah,
And I would keep them aged out. And so I have tons of, those support groups also, just
that's great.
57 kids in 8 years. So
Yeah,
not at
wow. Yeah,
once. Yes, our tribe of mini Lisa. That's exactly who I'm talking about. And Jamarelle Stewart. I love both of them. They're awesome. They have a homeschool, and then they do the low carb. Jamarelle makes these huge freezer meals things. Like, it would take me 3 years to eat one of her recipes, but just have to pare it down to a to a serving
you have
size.
to if you had that many. Yeah,
She does give you the translation from big family to regular family, kind of. Yeah, Amy
right.
Marion also. I watch her too. She does too many keto cleaning, or it's not keto, but just cleaning videos sometimes. I'm like, I don't want to watch you clean your house again.
I know.
It was clean yesterday. How does it need to be clean? I was like, oh yeah, you have 7 kids. Never mind.
Right. Oh, that's so funny.
Yes, we do. Definitely. We watch a lot of the same channels. I don't think I watch TV anymore. Like, since I've been so into YouTube and like binge watching, like, when I was invited to your channel, I was like, I'm already subscribed. How do I not see all her updates? And I was like, oh, the bell. I gotta ring the bell. And so then I was like, let me catch up. I'm about to go on her live. I don't even know what her channel's about. I'm like trying to catch up.
Right. Yeah, I know it. And they changed the bell over the times too. They've had it where you just ring the bell. Now you have to say all notifications, so they've changed it
I
a
think I
few
lost
times.
some of my bells along the way too. Like, I think I had bells on, and then it's like they're just gone, because there's a lot of people. I thought, are they still posting videos? Yeah, thank you. So that's like, you're like, they're not posting videos anymore, and then you look them up, and they've got 15 videos you missed already, and you're like, how did that happen?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I don't get the notifications of them. Even though I've rang the bell, I don't always get the notifications, So so what I do is I have people that I check back and forth. And if I don't see anything dropped in a while, I know how they drop something, so
Right.
That way I know to check them out.
Catherine's beating me again.
She likes to see her ranking. She's number 1 out of 113.
I know. I was number 3 yesterday, but I think I slid back because I exited out of the silent today. So may have some catching up to do. Do you watch any other kind of YouTube channels besides keto, Lisa?
I do. I watch a lot. I like to see how people live in other countries. I like to watch cooking videos of all kinds because, like I say, I like to take them and make them keto. I also like to watch, the homeschooling channels. I just like to watch a good variety of channels. I'd say most of them are keto, but I do have some other ones like cleaning and the hauls. I love watching hauls,
I've been hooked on the
Catherine actually has Catherine actually is like an artist, and I like watching her channel. The way she can like take a piece of canvas and start with nothing and make it look beautiful. I have no idea how to do that. So,
I subscribe.
I have a good variety of channels. Yeah,
I've been into the tiny house, the whole tiny house movement thing. Like, I've been watching the schoolies and the little houses, and just been intrigued with that somewhat lately. I don't know what that's about, because I could never live in a tiny house. Maybe when I don't know.
Yeah.
Take a lot. It would take some convincing to get my husband in a tiny house.
Well, I'm looking for when we retire to get something smaller.
Well, there's some beautiful tiny houses. It's just fabulous what they do with them. Even if you don't want the lofts or whatever, like, they're doing 1 story, so beautiful. And then I've been watching the schoolies, because they take old school buses and turn them into houses, and they're beautiful. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't know. I cook too much for all that, but they seem to have a lot of stuff in there. Like, biggest portion of the schoolie seems to be the kitchen. Some of them have full-size fridges and stoves in there. 18 solar panels on the roof, but they make it work.
Right.
Got to have my
Yeah,
power.
for sure.
I don't know if I could do the whole composting toilet thing. Like, scary.
And Lisa has a channel like she cans and she has a garden and she grows her own vegetables, and I like watching her videos where she does her gardening and her canning, and but she's also keto too. And then I like the people that do the makeup, and do the unboxings on those.
I try with the makeup, but I'm so blind to put my makeup on, I can't see my own face.
Yeah, I don't do much of it. I like to put a little bit on, but I don't put a lot. I like to have mascara and eyeliner and some lipstick, and foundation, of course. But
I think I need a stronger mirror because, like, I can't see my eyelids to put my eyeshadow on anymore.
Oh, and then Lisa did do this for me. I asked her, she said they were having 12 inches of snow, and I asked her to do a video on it. She did a video for me, and it was so awesome.
I'm going to have to check that out. I miss snow.
Yes.
Since I've been in Texas, like snow.
So I'm glad I don't have to fight it. I'm from Michigan originally, but we've been here about 20 years, so this is our home. And our daughter's married and having a baby in January, so our grandbaby will be here. So we'll be here, But I like to see it because I don't have to fight with it, and I don't have to drive
in it for sure. Yeah, like
she has a variety of things on her channel. I really like it.
I'll definitely check that out, Lisa, for sure.
Yes, she's got a really nice channel.
Need to turn off my tiny house movement. What got me started watching it actually was they were doing the homeless to tiny houses. And I really enjoyed that. And they had like a GoFundMe page for one man who was like a veteran, and he was putting houses on people's, rebuilding houses for just to eat. Like, he didn't even have a place to stay, but they were feeding him to put a roof on. And I was like, well, that's a taken advantage. But that's how he fed himself. And he was a veteran, and they built him a house. Like, it was awesome. And then I was like hooked. I was like, oh, what else can you do with a tiny house?
The first giveaway for the $25 gift card for Amazon, I give one out every month, and she was living out of her car, her and her family. And she was so thankful for that $25 gift card from Amazon. And it's an e-card, so all they have to do is have an email address, and I can give it to them in 5 minutes. It's so amazing. And it made me feel so good that she won it, and because I know she needed it. I mean, I don't know all the story, but people, I don't know, and that's not my concern, but I'm glad that I was able to, help.
It's always.
And she emails me all the time, telling me how thankful that she is, and that how that has helped her. That helped her through a hard spot. And she actually had gotten a job, but see, they say the average person is one paycheck away from being homeless. And if you lose your job today, you'd lose everything. Well, that's what happened to them. And lucky they had a car that was paid for, and they could live in that, And that time it was July, so the weather was nice, and they could put a tent out at night and sleep in a tent. And so I was thankful that she had a place to have it shipped. She said that she could have it, shipped to, and that way she was able to buy some food from, Amazon. And so it made me feel good that, you just never know, because, it could happen to anybody. And she ended up finding a job, but they had to get on their feet. You got to come up with a security deposit. You got, that all takes time, and you got to get paychecks.
It's hard.
And I know when I started working one job, a month, because they hold one. And then by the time you got paid, it was a whole month, which we didn't, I had my husband working, but I'm just saying, if that was your only income and you got a job, it takes a while to get the money saved to get a place. And then,
as an apartment manager, I see it all the time.
Yes, I bet you do. Yeah.
Especially the holidays, when they want to splurge, and then they think, okay, well, I'll limp through till I get my income tax. And every year we end up with so many people losing their homes because I don't own the property. So I can't say you don't have to pay your rent till February, and you didn't get your W-2 in time. You worked 3 different jobs last year. Those things happen, and then they don't get it on time, and they end up with an eviction. And that makes it just that much harder to get another place. And it's heartbreaking, but at the end of the day, people don't buy apartments to run a charity. They're doing it to make money. And,
Yeah.
until I signed the check, I would do the whole, let's give them a 3-month grace and they can pay it all when they get their income tax plus any fees or whatever, but not my decision.
Right. Yeah, you have to go by the criteria. But we get a lot of calls, my husband being a preacher, from
Oh,
apartment
good.
managers that say, we've got this one that's not going to have Christmas or this one that's not going to have Christmas. And we try to go and get them things so that they can have a Christmas. And one day my daughter, she was probably third grade, she said, Mama, we forgot to put our name on those gifts. And I said, oh, no, honey, you don't gifts. We do it because we want to do it, not because we want them to think it came from their family, And so she then got the concept that,
Yeah,
we don't do it for
you don't
that. But
need the thank yous. Yeah.
And Suze and the crew says she worked at a shelter for about a decade, and it's so true that so many people are just a paycheck away from, or a health emergency away from being homeless. Yes, that is so true.
I was so blessed that when I had to have my spleen out last year, that I was on my husband's health insurance, and two,
Right.
that I was blessed enough to, have him working, that he has a job to
Right.
sustain us if I can't work.
Right.
Because you
That's
live by
me.
your
I mean,
means.
yeah, but it could have, and people look at other people and say, oh, they just sorry. It's not all that way. It's not
They always are
everybody. There
claiming
are
that they
some
were.
sorry people out there, but there's also some really true cases. Like we had a guy knock on our door, and he was coming through Mickey, which you don't come through Mickey, but he was coming through because his daughter had a wreck, and they were airlifting her to Nashville, and he didn't have the gas money. He said, I just didn't count on an extra 2 tanks of gas this week. And my daughter just had a wreck and she's being airlifted. And so my husband took him to the gas station. And when they'll let you put gas in their tank, that they're serious. Because if some people want the money, and we try not to give them the money.
Yeah.
But he took him right down to the gas station and filled his tank up and said, we'd be glad to help you. I mean, I understand that. I get that. If I had, if your child got in a wreck, it was a grown daughter, and he said, I've got to get to Nashville with her, and I don't have the gas money, and I felt sorry for him. I said, I mean, I get it.
That's
so
the people who take advantage of these kind of situations that are here to help the needy are the ones who make it so difficult for people that really need help. Because
right.
I personally worked on a tax credit property that was low income, and saw so much abuse in the system there that it was painful to watch.
That is
I was,
sad that there's
I was
so much
evicting
abuse.
people who were truly in need, so that people who truly had a second income they weren't reporting and a BMW in the parking lot were paying $16 a month for rent on a housing voucher that someone else could have truly used for, they really needed it. And so I watched and experienced those, but I have to stay unbiased in my opinion. I don't work there anymore, so I can say it now. But it was a difficult thing to watch and just kind of like, But, I did work with a lot of organizations that did, do some rent assistance. So if you refer them as a property manager, they have a lot better success of getting on the list at the top, just because they're not just coming in asking. There's someone who says, I know this family really needs it, and I'm trying to help them. So if you could put them on your list. So it kind of helps them that way. We did always pajamas.
And Lisa said, I saw that a lot years ago when I was on food stamps. I mean, yeah, there is abuse, but there's also a lot of people that really,
honestly,
and sometimes to help the greedy, to help the needy. Sometimes there are people that are greedy, but you have to help them in order to help the needy, just the way it is. But we try never to give money. We try to help them with food or other ways. She truly needed to feed my kids, and so many were there that had chains, bracelets, and tattoos. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do abuse it, but there's also a lot that, like you said, you needed it to feed your kids.
Yeah, and for sure. And then, like I said, and even in the foster care system, I saw a lot of people who were misusing the system because their kids were not in their custody, but you still get benefits for them. So they would have 5 kids not in their care, and they're getting $900 a month in food stamps, and they don't even have any kids in the home. So it's those things that frustrate you when you know that this other family that barely makes too much to get the food stamps really needs them.
Yeah, because
because
to me, it's for the working people, people that are trying.
yeah, there's a meme on Facebook that my
If you're not
husband loves.
trying, then
Well, if you've been
yes,
on, food
Suze,
stamps for,
that's been my saying all these years. You got to help the greedy to help the needy sometimes,
that's catchy. I like that. I might steal that from you.
Oh,
Because sometimes it is hard to explain to people like why we can't,
yeah.
help everyone.
No. Yeah, you can't help everyone. You try, but you can't.
And some people you try to help and then you feel foolish afterward, which just makes you gun shy to help the next person. So just try to
Yeah.
have an open heart. And if they're using it,
I
then
try
just
to let
let
them
that
live
go.
with they've got to live with it, If
Yeah,
I've done wrong, if I've done something and they've taken it wrong, I did it with the right heart. And, and it makes you a little smarter the next time, but it also still makes you want to help people because, like I say, there are some that will take advantage of it all.
seen that.
Yeah, I know. There are a lot of people that fall into the donut hole. They are above the max income guidelines, but still in great need. Yes.
For sure. Especially, if you're a single mom, you're trying to support that household and you get that 5 hours of overtime that throws you over for the
Yeah,
quarter and your
I know.
benefits go down to $5. So it almost makes it motivational not to, work extra hours or not to try to do more for yourself because I might lose the ability to feed my kids over $200 I got for one payroll.
Right. That you probably won't. Yeah, Toys for Tots is a very good thing. We were talking about that, and we always do the Ronald McDonald thing. You were saying that too, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
know they
actually
were by
stayed
every
there.
major hospital, but we do
Mhm.
the St. Jude too.
When
We help with that too.
my daughter was a preemie and she had brain surgery, so she had 3 revisions over the years. So you grow so long, you have to have another shunt put in, and so we'd have to go away from home to have that kind of specialist to do the surgery. And there was always a Ronald McDonald House nearby for me to stay close to the hospital. So I've been on the other side of that helping hand. So I so appreciate them. I automatically donate out of my paycheck every payroll.
That's great, yeah. And then she said she met a lady at a bus stop that needed gas, and she gave her gas and fed her kids at McDonald's, and she tried to pay her back, but she said just help somebody else. That's the best way. And I count it a privilege to be able to help because, with us we live next door, so they obviously there's house, and so I'm blessed to be able to help people, and that we're in the position that we can help people. I primarily worked with victims, survivors of domestic abuse, and it was so hard for them to leave their dangerous situations because if they worked, they often made too much money for assistance. Yeah. Yeah,
It's
there is, that is a
I
toughie
I
there.
grew up with that situation in my childhood. So I've been to those shelters for battered women. I've seen how hard it is. They have to work to get back on their feet. And especially if it's such a dangerous situation, they have to move them to another whole state or city to get them
Right,
safe. You never know how severe or, how that screw on the other side of that nut over there is going to just pop off because
right.
not everybody's stable. We want to see the good in people, and especially I'm sure as the preacher's wife you get people that put on a certain persona in front
Oh,
of
yeah,
you,
and we can see
and
through a
then
lot of it. People don't, they think
mhm,
we're pretty stupid, and we're not. But like I say, there may be some that have taken advantage, but I still feel like my heart was in the right place. And
absolutely,
I've had people say, well, you gave to them when they're drinking, but their kids can't help it.
yeah, that is not their
I
kid's
mean, I
fault.
gave to the kids because I wanted the kids to have Christmas, or I wanted the kids to have food. And we live in one of the poorest counties in the United States. And so we see a lot of kids being raised by their grandparents. And someone came up to me not too long ago and said, why do we have to give so much we have what we call a backpack ministry where we send kids home every night with stuff to put in the microwave. And I said, it's because they're being raised by their grandparents. I said, you're on Social Security. Could you imagine raising a child on Social Security? I
Fixed
said,
income.
their parents have walked away. They're either on drugs or they've walked away. And the grandparents are struggling trying to raise their grandkids on a fixed income. And she understood. She goes, okay, that makes sense. I couldn't raise a child on what I make with Social Security,
Right.
So, I mean, that's why. And, but that's true, Lisa. Once you are helped, the year my family was selected to help, I literally would have been able to buy, would have been able to buy a 48 pack of crayons and 4 color books for them that year. Yeah, you never forget it. Backpack Buddies is one of the best programs for kids. It gives them direct access to food. Yeah. And then one week on Wednesday nights, we feed the kids from the school. They can come here on the bus. We pick them up and we bring them and we give them a hot meal and we sit with them like family style.
Family style.
So that they have a one night a week that they can actually sit in a family setting and eat a hot meal that's been cooked. And I mean, it's just something I feel like kids need,
The property I worked at before, we did a summer lunch program. So when school wasn't in, we knew they weren't getting free lunches. So at Parks and Recreations with the city of Houston would bring in, and they weren't hot lunches, but we would warm them up if it was something that they wanted warm in the microwave. But we would do lunch 5 days a week, every single day. And it wasn't just for our kids in our community. It was for any kids in the neighborhood who needed lunch. Anyone could come.
I mean, we pick them up on the bus and we bring them right here and they get a hot cooked meal. And like I say, we all sit with them. We have them sit in tables with an adult or 2 at each table. So they feel like they're having a family. Because I mean, a lot of these parents too that are raising them, they're single women and they have to work as much as they can. And it's not their fault either. I mean, they've only got they're in a 1 income family. And so they have to leave these kids behind to work all these hours and they can't help it either. But those kids need a hot meal and a family style.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know. Sue says, that's awesome, Lisa. Statistically, it only takes one caring adult interacting with a child regularly to have a positive impact. And I hope I've done that, helped kids and be a good.
It definitely doesn't have to be a parent either. It can be anybody that they, because I was like the mom of my apartment complex when I was at the low income property for 3 years. And those kids came to me like, I don't have anything to eat today. Like mom couldn't afford groceries. So,
it was either eat or buy gas in the car so she could go to work, and you get it. I mean, I mean,
I never we always kept stuff in the fridge, for our own lunches, or I always cooked like once a week I made soup for seniors. If I had leftovers, anybody was welcome to come and get them. We did a lot of different programs, but it was fun.
Oh yeah. And I've been blessed to be able to help, because we've been able to always help and I'm blessed.
My husband.
What'd he say? Is it time to get off?
No, he's like 2 hours later. He's probably enjoying having the TV to himself over there, so don't feel bad for him.
No, okay. Well, we'll tell him we're getting ready to wrap it up about 2 minutes. Give us about 2 minutes.
We got about 2 more minutes, babe.
Yeah.
Now he's probably saying, why did you put me out there?
When I got off the silent stream, I said, okay, now I'm going to do my live stream. And he said, no, you're not. And I said, yes, I am. And he started laughing. And he said, how long? And I said, probably about 2 hours. He goes, not 2 hours.
It's amazing how fast the time goes by, though, when you're just, chatting.
When you're having fun.
And when
it doesn't seem like it's been 2 hours.
Yeah.
And the way it started, I didn't think we were going to make it to 2 hours because the internet was terrible, but now it's done better. So I'm glad I bought that box today when we went to Verizon. It's a box where you can put internet in your own home, because I've been using the churches, and the church don't have a real strong, theirs isn't real strong, which we live in the sticks, so it's hard to get good anyways. But
is like a satellite internet better?
We can't get that out in the country here yet. No, so we got to get what we.
Be out
And
there
so
with
when
foil and a
the
couple.
yeah, you know, we're like in the Green Acres where you climb the pole.
Right. Keeping the bad people away.
So does
Keep
anybody have
technology out.
any questions that they have to ask tonight, or that absolutely cannot wait to ask? Thank you so much, Toni, for being there, and friends, you've been so kind
Absolutely.
and so patient.
I
And like I
enjoyed
said,
it. It's so
I need
fun.
to binge watch some of your videos, so I'll be over there to visit.
Right
And
back at you.
yeah, great. So great to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank
I really,
you.
really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great evening.
You too. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're welcome.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
guys. You guys all have a great night.
Thank you so much for staying till the very end. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell, and also click on one of my playlists at the end of this video and binge watch my videos, so I'll continue to come up in the suggested videos with YouTube. And also the card at the top will tell you how to meet Toni and her channel. Thank you so much. I love y'all, and have a wonderful evening.